Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Razovy, and today we're going to talk about Sakurasou no Pet na Kanojo. Now, in English, this would be the Pet Girl of Sakurasou. You're watching the Razovy Revive channel, which means that yes, you are seeing some stuff happening on the screen, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter all that much. Listening to this video is way more important than the visuals on the screen. So if you want to go do something else while listening to this, please do so, because I'm only going to use like 3 or 4 GIFs, hell maybe even 2 in total, to constantly switch between while this video is playing. So unless you really like that stuff and you really like to watch that, first of all, go for it, but do other stuff. It's the listening part that is important about this video. So yeah, you're watching the Razovy Revive channel, and we're going to talk about Sakurasou no Pet na Kanojo. Ha, that took me 2 tries. And yeah, what is it about? Is it worth it? Why do I like it, or why don't I like it? That's the stuff what we're going to talk about today. And also, of course, should you watch it if you haven't watched it yet? Now, first of all, this anime is actually about a guy. He's called Sorata, and he has to move into a dorm. He moves into a dorm because, he has to go to school, whatever. It's frankly, in all honesty, the reason why this guy moves into the dorm is not important because, the anime also makes sure to tell you that it's not important. So, who cares? But he moves into a dorm, and the people that are in this dorm are all very interesting. We have the really, the really weird girl that is very, how should I put it? She is very hyperactive and very out there. And we have the she's called what was her name again? Misaki. Yeah, Misaki. That's it. And we have the pretty boy called Jin, and he can get any girl he wants, except for Misaki, because she wants him, and for some reason he doesn't want her. It's a very eventually we'll figure out why that is, but I'm not gonna spoil that for you. There's also we also have Nanami in this dorm, and she's actually the regular girl. And then we have the teacher that is she's also very weird, the teacher. And we also have this guy called Yunosuke, and he at first we don't even know what this guy looks like. He actually just locks himself in his room all the time. He's like an otaku, and he's only he only communicates via like computers and telephones and stuff. Eventually, we'll figure out what he looks like, but for a very long time, like in the show, in the anime, we have no idea what he looks like. So Sorata joins this dorm, and he actually kind of, how should I put it? Like he gets the role of having to take care of everyone. Basically, like he has to take care of everything, like fixing stuff, preparing food, like all that kind of stuff. That's kind of his role. And then to top it all off, a new girl joins the dorm as well. She's called Mashiro, and Mashiro is actually she's very odd. Like she has trouble communicating. She doesn't know how to, like she has no idea what boundaries are, like that kind of stuff. She and she's the main love interest of Sorata. At first, the anime kind of plays with your feelings and emotions and tries to steer you in the direction of Nanami being the love interest. But slowly but steadily, we see that Mashiro becomes love interest of Sorata. And this anime, it's kind of like a mix of comedy, slice of life, and romance. And actually, there's also quite some drama from time to time in this anime as well. So it's actually, I think, if you like slice of life stuff, this anime is definitely for you, because it's actually quite a good show when it comes to that genre. So yeah, it's I think it's definitely worth it if you are into that. Now, if you're not into that, if you don't like slice of life and you mainly like battle shonen and all that kind of stuff, yeah, this anime is not for you. I can assure you that it's not. But if you do like slice of life, then I do see you liking Sakurasou no Pet na Kanojo as well. Now, without spoiling too much, this anime is actually, for me at least, it holds a special place in my heart because it's actually one of the first anime that I ever watched. I think it was I think it was either the second or the third anime I ever watched. The first being Death Note, and the second being, well, do I even remember? I don't think I remember. Maybe Tokyo Ghoul. Actually, I don't know. Actually, no, was it Code Geass? Well, doesn't matter. One of the first anime that I ever watched, that's for sure, and it therefore holds a special place in my heart. I still remember I was in university at that time. I think first or second year, I think. I remember watching this. I actually, I took my time watching this. I do that with every anime. I'm not a binge watcher, so I watch like 1 or 2 episodes a day. And I remember really getting invested into the story. I really like this anime. I also really like the ending theme and the opening theme, but especially the ending theme. I believe it's called Days of Dash. I should look that. No, it's Days of Dash. I know for sure. That is like one of my favorite ending themes of all time. I should link to that in the description or something, because that is, for real, that's one of my favorites of all time. I really love that ending theme. I think I have that still on my playlist on Spotify and everything. So I really like that. The anime in itself is just, it's good. It's probably because it has a special place in my heart that I enjoyed it so much, because I have watched, when it comes to story at least, I've watched better anime. For real, I have. But the nostalgia factor, since it's special to me because it's one of the first that I ever watched, it makes it into a very enjoyable and good show for me. Something that I can always go back to and rewatch. In fact, I am planning on rewatching this one quite soon, because it's been years since I've watched this one. I think it came out in 2012 or something. It's been years, for real, since I watched that. So I should rewatch that for sure. And if you haven't watched it yet, I do advise you to take a look at it. Now, with this one especially, I think you should apply the 3-episode rule for this though. Because if you're not used to slice of life anime, or if it's something that most of the times you don't enjoy, I highly advise you to first watch the 3 episodes. At least give it 3 episodes. That's not even 1.5 hours. So at least give it that. And if you are then like, this is probably not for me, just drop it. Don't feel bad about that. Just drop it, because slice of life can be a hit or miss for most people, unless you're really into that genre. For me, for example, I'm really into the slice of life genre, so I can get through such a thing very easily. But if you're not into that and you're mainly into battle shonen or shonen in general, yeah, this give this some thought, but drop it if you're not into it. There's also a little bit of ecchi stuff in there. If that is something that piques your interest, it's in there as well. So that is, I guess, a positive for a lot of people. For some people, it can be a negative. However, it's not necessarily over the top, or because especially anime nowadays, it can be very over the top. That's not the case with this one, but yeah, it is in there. But it's really good, for real. I highly advise you to take a look at it. I mean that. It's kind of like a coming of age story, which I really like, even though I'm way past that age now. I'm way past that age now. It's fun to see these characters develop and graduate from school and finding their place in the world. It's fun, really. It's a fun show to take a look at. So, ladies and gentlemen, have you watched Sakurasou no Pet na Kanojo? If you have, comment down below. If you haven't, also comment down below, because I'm curious to see if this video convinced you to take a look at it, or maybe not at all. Maybe you have some questions about this anime. Leave them in the comment section. If I'm not the one that's going to answer it, maybe someone else will. Who knows? So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like this video, that helps me out a ton. You have no idea how much that helps me out. So yeah, make sure to do that. And I just want to thank you guys for watching. Ladies and gentlemen, I was Razovy, you were you, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.